If you are buying a house, you are going to want to get a copy of the invoice from the last time that the roof was replaced, and here's why. Insurance companies in general are getting kind of funny and picky about things, and I've heard of 2 instances lately with folks I know where the insurance company told them that they would need to replace their roof in order to continue coverage. One family I know told me that their insurance company sent out a drone to look at their roof and told them that they needed to replace the roof or they would discontinue coverage, and that was all based on the drone footage. A few things to possibly unpack on that one, but my first thought was, did the roof really need to be replaced, or was it just covered in moss? Here in the Pacific Northwest, we have damp and dark-ish winters, and if you move here from out of the area, you might not be aware that you need to do yearly moss prevention and treatment on your roof, in addition to debris removal from fir needles and tree leaves. I heard of another one where someone I know said that someone from their insurance company actually came out to their property with a moisture meter in hand looking for leaks caused by the roof. Then we get a notice in the mail from our insurance company that says, due to the age of our roof, they're changing our coverage for wind and hail damage. And I'm like, what? Because I know that our roof is in great condition and it's not even close to needing a replacement. When we bought our home 6 years ago in 2019, I was not a realtor and the idea of becoming a realtor hadn't even crossed my mind. We were essentially first-time home buyers, and the thought of asking our realtor how old the roof was never even a consideration. We had the home inspected, and the home inspected indicated in the report that the roof had no deficiencies and was newer, so that was good enough for us. But how old is it? I put our address into the MLS and I look at the listing from when we bought our house to see if there's any remarks about the age of the roof. Nope. So then I go into our county GIS and start looking at aerial photos to see if I can tell from there when the roof was replaced. I noticed a change in between 2016 and 2018 with the increase in the number of roof vents. This is a very subtle change, and you're only going to see it if you know exactly what you're looking for. The color of the roof appears to be the same, but again, I can see that the number of roof vents has increased. So this would be at about 2 years-ish before we bought our home. So that would put our roof age only around 8 years old and currently way too young to get such a notice in the mail from our insurance company. When folks replace their roof, usually this is when additional venting is added for better airflow and circulation. Because of our damp climate and for when people incorrectly terminate exhaust vent fans directly into the attic, microbial growth, aka mold, can develop, and it's very common here. Additional roof venting helps prevent that microbial growth, and roofing companies will usually suggest adding additional ventilation if needed when replacing your roof. So now I call our local insurance company office to complain about the notice, and I ask, well, how old do you guys think our roof is? And he says our notes say 2005. And I follow up with, well, where did you get that information? And he says that that was given when we set up the policy. My husband is the one who set the policy up, and he remembers nothing about that. I then start venting to the insurance agent about how I'm looking at aerial photos and I can see that the roof changed between 2016 and 2018, and I can show them screen grabs, and I can go into the office in person with my laptop and some internet asks. And then he says, hey, do you have the roof invoice? And we don't. So, home buyer, ask for the roof invoice, especially if you believe that the roof is less than 10 years old.